DSP is a guy with a 15 years worth of backlog of content, and the deeper you delve into the Snortex, the more peculiar things you discover about him, and some of the weirdest shenanigans he's pulled off in his online career as a content creator. And that's content creator in quotes. From the Super Bowl event to DSP's digital summer party event, Phil tries to keep his streams filled with what he thinks is variety style content. In this episode, I'll be having a look at one of these events. This 41-year-old man that will eat slop on camera and monetize tequila shots. And no, I'm not joking. Once a month, DSP would try to hype up an event-style stream. These streams would consist of a gaming marathon, a food review, some alcohol, and a tier list. Depending on the theme, Phil would even wear a costume during an event. This is mostly during his Halloween streams, but for Fight N Feast, we got him in a brand new Ryu costume from Amazon. Fight N Feast was an event that was focused on Street Fighter and food. This time Phil was using the Street Fighter themed cookbook for his meals that was sent to him by the Dutch brothers. Since Phil is associated with the franchise, it only made sense to monetize the release of Street Fighter 6. For some reason, this wasn't on the release day. This event took place 2 weeks before, and the only fighting games played were the classic Street Fighter games. I won't be covering the gameplay. It's Phil playing Street Fighter, and that doesn't interest me. If you want to see what Phil is like playing Street Fighter, just watch any of his fighting gameplay videos, since it's all the same. Phil starts his streams like any other day, with the Level 1 podcast. It's pretty much just a soapbox for him to ramble on about nothing for 2 hours. We do get some good stuff in this one though. Phil reminds us how he used to play Street Fighter games in the arcades again. A weird unhinged rant about detractors, and how he's going to monetize tequila shots.
It is time for us to sit down and celebrate the release of Street Fighter 6, which is coming out in under 2 weeks, if you can believe it. And so today we were going to be doing a lot of good stuff in regards to Street Fighter. For example, we're going to be doing classic Street Fighter runs. That's right. We're going to be playing old school Street Fighter 2, 3, and probably Street Fighter Alpha, depending on your voting. In addition to that, we're going to be doing Tier Maker. Not one, but 2 different Tier Maker rankings, as long as time permits, ranking the different fighting game franchises against each other, but also ranking the Street Fighter characters against each other. Also, food. It is the Fight N Feast after all. And where the food comes in is that I have a Street Fighter cookbook. It's donated by some fans named the Dutch brothers, and I'm very excited to try out a few of the recipes out of said cookbook. I'm not going to outright spoil what the recipes are, but I will tell you this, okay? 2 of the recipes are Asian style. One of the recipes is kind of iffy because one of the main ingredients is something that's pre-made. Now, the other Asian inspired recipe is going to be something that's all made from scratch, like all the ingredients, okay? But my wife has never made anything like this before, and so it's in question, will it be good or not? We won't know until she tries, all right? The third recipe is American style inspired. That recipe we have a feeling will be good. However, that one is going to be a finale. First of all, I love classic Street Fighter. I grew up playing Street Fighter 2 in arcades. It was the game that got me to play arcade games consistently. It was the game that got me into competitive fighting games and or just competition in general. Quite honestly, you know, before Street Fighter, I was a little bit antisocial. And actually getting my butt into an arcade and you know, squaring off against competition from all over my local area got me in the mindset that it's okay, you can challenge people, you can be brave, you can be courageous, step up, put your quarter up, play competitively. And so I grew up playing these games in the 90s, absolutely loved them. Started traveling in the late 90s, early 2000s to play them competitively in tournaments. Ended up, you know, doing very well over the course of my competitive career, which is probably around 2000 to 2007-ish. You know, high-ranking EVO results, winning regional qualifiers in EVO and other tournaments. as well of that caliber. And I really enjoyed myself. But as you guys know, I'm retired. I don't play competitive Street Fighter at any kind of a competitive level today. I play it more casually. Doesn't mean that I'm not excited for Street Fighter 6. I absolutely am. I loved playing the beta the 2 times that it was the closed beta earlier this year. Hell, the only reason I'm not playing the beta right now is because it's the same beta a 3rd time. I don't want to play with the same 8 characters again. First of all, let me say this. Today, special festivities going on. As you can see, we have a tips goal. However, the tips goal is essentially just a running total of tips that we get today. There are no tiered rewards today. Why not? Because I'm already wearing an outfit. I'm not going to be putting a hat on and a vest on over my outfit. That being said, that doesn't mean that there won't be some special festivities and fun. First of all, for every 100 likes we get on the stream, I'll be doing a celebratory bubble blow with my bubble guns. Now, if we just so happen to also hit some members goals today, then I will also shoot the bubbles off. So multiple reasons I'll be having some bubble fun here on the stream. If I receive a $100 tip at any point during the course of today, it has to be $100 or more, I'm going to be taking a shot. I have a handle, that's correct, a handle of tequila.
After the announcement of the tequila, Phil goes into a backstory when he used to drink tequila in high school. I would hit X to doubt on this one. It just makes him sound like a sad old boomer trying to be cool with his younger audience. Phil also gets a super chat from a fan who asks why he doesn't make vlog style content anymore. This is where the rant about detractors come in, because Dave always has to blame someone but himself.
I used to drink tequila in high school. I know that sounds bad because it is. You know, in high school I was a degenerate. The last 1 or 2 years of high school I was doing all things you're not supposed to do. And I used to go and drink with my friends. We would somehow get like a whole handle of Jose Cuervo. This is not Jose Cuervo. This is Drago Azul. It says it's imported from Mexico. But anyway, no, I used to drink that all the time with my friends, and we used to actually have like the salt on the rim, take the lime and go and then take the shot and go crazy. Oh my god, we were degenerates, man. We were. But all right, Phil, you should dress up as Chun-Li next time. I'm just joking. I was up late last night. I was watching your vlogs that showed you moving from the East Coast to the West Coast. I do miss those kind of vlogs. You did a lot more than just react and play games. Personally, you seem much more transparent back then than today. Oh yeah, listen. We've talked about this many times over the years. Back in the day, when I used to be mostly a full-time YouTuber who was on demand, okay? I wasn't really a full-time streamer. I didn't have the interactivity and stuff that I have today. I was basically just constantly making videos for on-demand consumption, right? I used to vlog everything. I used to vlog any change to my house. I used to vlog any trip that I went on, right? It was all transparent. But the problem became that after I was so transparent for a long period of time, people used that when they eventually determined, oh, I don't like Phil anymore. Oh, he doesn't deserve any success on the internet for whatever various reason, because they've all made up different reasons over the years that are all completely different, that he put out publicly to hurt him. Let's use data about his home to dox him, to actually find blueprints to his house and post them on the internet. I'm not shitting, that has happened. Let's look around his vlogs for information about him and use it to actually like troll him. Like, for example, I've told this story before. There was one vlog that I had done in my kitchen, and I had accidentally left like a pile of mail on the kitchen counter for whatever vlog it was. It might have been a DSP Tries It. It could have been anything. I don't know. Hello, Phil. We're not, raising... Yeah, you know what? Everyone knows my address at this point. It's on the fucking internet. I mean, holy shit. Like... I'm not even trying to hide it anymore. It's only been said by 7,000 trolls. Like, what's the big deal? You know? Nothing's gonna happen. Come see me and I'll fuck you up. So, they noticed that one of the envelopes was for a certain utility company. They called the utility company, they impersonated me, and they tried to turn off all my utilities without telling me. The only reason I knew it was gonna happen is because the company sent me an email saying, okay, we've scheduled to turn off your utilities on Monday. And I was like, what? You know? So...
Dave's rants are always unhinged, and I become more unhinged by the day. So it's really easy just to debunk the guy. The next part is one of my favourite segments. The food reviews. Phil got Kat to make some steam buns from the Street Fighter cookbook. This is one of the most Phil food reviews ever, as he can't review for shit. He makes lots of gross mouth sounds, so sorry for those. Nothing I could do. Phil also got mad at the author of the cookbook for ruining his recipe. See, I told you this event had some good moments.
It's called Chicken Baozi, and this is supposed to be the recipe of Yoon, the other one of the brothers from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. If you remember, the previous recipe I just tried was from Yang. Well, this one is from Yoon. So this is called Chicken Baozi, completely different. As you can see, what it's supposed to be is a handmade chicken dumpling that you would make the dough, make the filling all yourself, season it. So here's how it works. It's supposed to be a sweet and savory dough made of dry yeast, some warm water, canola oil, flour, cornstarch, baking powder, fennel seed, sugar, and salt. The filling is made from the following: ground chicken, scallion, shiitake mushroom, ginger, cloves, soy sauce, garlic cloves, excuse me, soy sauce, some Shaoxing wine. So essentially what we have now are baked dumplings, okay? So the good news is the filling is cooked, and the filling should taste good, but I'm not going to get a dumpling consistency on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a baked bao, right? It's not supposed to be baked. It's supposed to be fried and steamed, but she did that and it didn't work. It was raw in the middle. So I have to call what happened with this recipe, like, whoever the author is. You have to understand the recipe you made essentially is not correct, or maybe isn't for a newbie. Maybe you're assuming we all have these giant frying pans and stuff to do this in. We don't. We were using a regular frying pan. It's kind of a bummer. You know what's funny? That filling tastes like the filling that you would get in like a pot sticker. You ever had like a pot sticker? That's exactly what it tastes like. Wow. Yo, the filling is the bomb. The filling is super good. It's cooked through. It's sweet. It's salty and savory. It's got spice. Like I said, it tastes like a high-end pot sticker, right? But dude, the filling is absolutely outstanding. It's good. The dough is good around the edge. The dough tastes good, but it's dry. Why? Because it wasn't supposed to be baked like this. It was supposed to be a softer dough that was steamed. I ate the whole filling. That's really good. Wow. Yo, that's really, really tasty filling. I'm going to eat the other one. I can't resist. It's so good. People want to know if they can have one. Yeah. What you can do is you can buy the cookbook. You can make it yourself. It'll be delicious. I'm telling you, the filling is outstanding. It's ground chicken with all these different ingredients like scallions and other things. Yo, it's really good. That's super duper good. Very delicious filling. I love it. Amazing. Again, the dough tastes fine, but it's dry because it's supposed to be steamed dough that's supposed to be moist that you dip in like a soy sauce. So, but the filling is super duper good. I'm going to tell her save them, and we can warm them up, and we can have the filling. We have these as snacks. But, being that they're not really, it's not dim sum. It's supposed to be dim sum, and it's not dim sum. Because the recipe's steaming ingredients, or steaming instructions, are incorrect. But I like it a lot. Super good. So, Yoon's Chicken Bao. Filling is absolutely outstanding. Dough tastes great. Sadly, steaming ingredients don't seem to be correct for a standard kitchen. Perhaps if I had a steaming kitchen. But, again, it blows my mind. When you steam dim sum, do they not tell you to put it in the steaming bamboo stackers and you steam them in there? That's how they cook. So why are they telling you to try to steam them in a pan? And what made them think that it was going to cook through?
Phil thinks he needs to do a tier maker for every event. In my opinion, this is his worst content. He never knows half of the games, and his TV is too far away. He can't see the logos on the list because he's blind, and sometimes has to get up to move them. I also just don't care about his opinions, so whenever he places a game in a tier, it means nothing to me. Dave uploaded this tier maker to his Dead React channel, and it's an hour long. It's insufferable to sit through. So here's really the best part from the entire video, and it illustrates Phil's lack of knowledge in fighting game franchises.
What we're about to do is very factually, objectively, yeah, right. subjectively rank all of these fighting game franchises. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm taking a look at some of these, and I don't really recognize some of them, and others I haven't played, so I can't rank them fairly. I'm trying to see which ones I recognize and which ones I totally don't recognize at all. That's Rival Schools. I definitely played Rival Schools. CVS I've played. Red Earth isn't even much about, like, it's not even really a fighting game, but I did play it. I want to dump as many games as I can. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over to my computer quickly, and I'm going to do a dump of the ones I know I haven't played into the bottom, because the ones I haven't played, I don't really recognize the logos. It's okay? Let me just do this fast. As fast as I can. Okay, so. Didn't play Arcana Hearts. Didn't play Chaos Code. I don't even know what that is. Definitely didn't play that. Didn't play Def Jam. I did play Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I did do that. I did not play Fist of the North Star fighting game. I never played Melty Blood. I did play all of these, actually. Last Blade, I played that. No, I never played that one. I never played Rumblefish. Fighting, is that Fighting EX Layer? Bloody Roar I played. I never played Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I did play Mark of the Wolves. I did play Skullgirls. I never heard of this one. I never played Double Dragon. Never played Waku Waku. I never played Power Instinct. I don't even know what this one is. I never played Tatsunoko. I can't even read that one, so I didn't play that one. No, I don't know that one. I don't play Aquapaza. No, I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Never played Castlevania fighting game. Don't even know what that says. Never played Project L. Never played Angel Ever. Oh my god, there's so many I've never heard of. Right? Rage of the Dragons, no. Fantasy Strike, no. Rising Thunder, no. Blackheart, no. Punch Planet, no. Fight of Gods, no. Umbral Core, no. Oh my god. Bleach. Gundam. Ranma 1/2. Duel. Omen of Sorrow. Martial Masters. Oh my god. Eternal Fighter Zero. I never heard of any of these. Glove Fight. Sonic Smackdown. What? Okay, I think I've played all of these. So, holy shit, right? Okay. I don't even know what most of those were. Did you guys see it? Like, how most of those, I'll be honest, these are like, a lot of those are like smaller time indie games, some anime style games. Like that Ranma 1/2 game, isn't that from like the 1990s SNES game, but like only had a Japanese release? Like how would I have even played that, right?
Now that the tier list disaster was out of the way, Phil moved on to the Battle Royale. It's just WWE 2K19, but with fighting game characters. I did bother to sit through it because it's just Dave doing terrible commentary over wrestling. At the end of the Fight N Feast event, Phil goes into his final thoughts. This has a lot of self-gaslighting and the usual comments about detractors that clip his content. So big ups to people like Snort Hogan at Duty Streams for living in his head rent-free. I hope to get in there myself someday.
Guys, this is it. What a day, right? What a day. The Fight N Feast, I would say, was a huge success. We didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, of course. This always happens when we have a big agenda of things to do. Some things take longer than you expected. I certainly wasn't expecting to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo for 90 minutes to beat the hardest AI. I thought I would beat it in maybe like 30. And in addition, you know, the tier maker took about an hour. And, you know, in my opinion, everything went well. I hope that everyone who has watched this event on 2 different channels, you know, you had the podcast, the gameplay. I'll probably put this final thoughts video also on DSP Gaming. But it was a good time, right? It was a fun atmosphere. It was laid back. Nothing too ultra serious. You know, insane amounts of support, obviously. People had fun. Multiple bubble blows. Right? Me in a silly costume all day long, which I hope you guys enjoyed. This costume is comfy, man. It is. It's seriously comfy. The only thing is this keeps opening up, and I have to make sure it doesn't come off my body. But outside of that, it's been nice. It's been a good day. You guys have been a great audience. Of course, we had some trolls. Who cares? Overall, we had an amazingly good time. This is what it's all about. You look at a day like today. Here's something I'd definitely like to say. You look at a day like today, okay? Take a look at the entirety of the day, and you tell me how people could legitimately look at the content I put out and say that it's, there was no fun there. There's no value in that, But then they're going to say that toxic shit that they put out is good, right? We had a chill time today. Name one person who got hurt today. One person who was insulted. One person who walked away feeling like crap. And it was the opposite. Laughing together, right? Laughing together. That's good fun. That's fun that's not toxic. That's fun that's appreciated by my viewing audience, that I had a good time too. My wife got to contribute in a positive way, right? That's the kind of stuff that I'm all about. Today is one of those great days that I live for. You say, Phil, what are some of the memorable moments that you've had over the years? The DSP's Fight N Feast Marathon. The Summer of Retro, right? The Lost Judgment and Regular Judgment playthroughs of the summertime. My Persona 4 playthrough. These epic times when we were having fun interactions, great vibes, chill fun. Skyrim, the Skyrim playthrough from last year. That's what I mean. Those are some of the best things. Maybe if people would take 5 minutes to stop being dicks to each other and just look at things for what it is, right? I dare someone else to do a marathon like this. One of my critics, one of my biggest people who hate on me, to do the 10-hour plus marathon I just did with limited to no breaks, doing the kind of content I just did, right? Without being toxic, without having to hurt, without having to watch someone else's content to put out content. I don't think that it's they couldn't do it. It's that they don't want to. They're in this endless cycle of, this is how I make the same kind of crap, but people eat it up. It's easy to do, and it's profitable. And that's sad. It really is sad. You know what they'll do? They're gonna take content from today and they're gonna cut it up, and they're gonna try to take me raging at Street Fighter, me taking shots. Oh, it's horrible. Look at this horrible person. Did you actually see the show? Of course you didn't. Why does Phil want to continue to be the content creator he is? Because I love what I do. Oh, Phil hates his audience and he just does this to make money from them. What the hell are you talking about? Today was incredibly fun. Did you get that? Today was a really fun event. For Big Papa Pump, this show was awesome. Thank you for a great day, Phil. Keep up your positivity. Don't listen to anyone else. You're right. I'm not listening to anyone else who's going to say negative shit. I had a great day today. I'm not letting anyone ruin my shit. I'm not. It was a great day. And then, tomorrow we come back. We still got 2 streaming days this week of fun gameplay coming up. Yes, today was a departure. Today was definitely outside of the realm of what I usually do on my streams, and that's fine because it was a special event. Tomorrow we get back to regular gameplay. We get great progress in all the games I'm playing.
Fight N Feast became like any other DSP event. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. More boring gameplay, bad food, and Dave taking shots for $100. He did order a meal from DoorDash for some reason, and I'm still wondering why. He already had food and actually went to an Asian market to get ingredients. So just as a reminder for the next time Phil tries to hype up another one of his shitty events. They aren't special, there isn't anything new, at least we get to laugh at a 41-year-old man who gets drunk on stream and is dealing with a lot of cope.
Because we're fighting flames with fire.